why daydreaming is important. You remember the times when we were in school and our teacher would catch us daydreaming and would punish us or scold us or yell at us or even just tell us not to daydream? Well, make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video and I'm going to explain to you how powerful it is to daydream. Hi, my name is Romit and I am on a mission to empower 100,000 millennials to take charge of their life through digital entrepreneurship. So the truth is that science has proven that our imagination is an extremely powerful tool that we have and we don't use it well enough. So if you realize the power of imagination, you will understand how you can use this to your advantage in order to live the life you truly deserve and truly desire. Okay? And in this video, I'm going to explain to you the exercise that you need to do in order to take your daydreaming, which is essentially you imagining. I'm going to turn this into a powerful exercise for you to imagine the life you truly want in order to manifest it. Okay, whether you believe in the law of attraction or not is none of my concern. I'm going to share with you facts that can help you better your life based on scientific evidence. Okay, so before I move on, I just want to highly recommend this book. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics. It's by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. And in this book, he explains to you how you can improve your self-image. Okay, so basically speaking of self-image, each and every individual has his own or her own perception of how they see themselves in the world. Correct? And the way you see yourself in the world, your actions are the result of how you see yourself in the world. Okay, so for example, there was an individual who felt that his nose was big. Okay, and he felt that because his nose was big, he would not fit in to his environment, to his social environment. Now, what happened to this guy when he would go into a social environment? He would be coy, he would be shy, he would be reserved because of his perception that his physical appearance was inhibiting his confidence. It created reservations within his mind and his body that he could not be 100% of himself. He could not be 100% confident in his social environment and make friends and network with people and probably, do the things that he would really want to do. So he approached a plastic surgeon and told the plastic surgeon that you need to fix my nose. And this plastic surgeon happened to be the author of this book, Dr. Maxwell. So Dr. Maxwell told him that, it's not about his appearance, but it's about his perception of his appearance that is causing him to believe what the result of his appearance is going to cause. To give you a very simple example, then Dr. Maxwell, after repeatedly meeting him and explaining to him how he could use the power of his imagination to change that perception that he had, because ideally, what is it? At the end of the day, it's a perception that you create in your mind. And if you can alter that perception, let's say this person from thinking about being conscious about his nose, correct, to thinking that his nose is perfectly fine. And he goes out there. How is it going to create a drastic, isn't the change in his persona going to be drastic? Isn't he going to be more open, more confident? So that is what today, even till date, this is an example from the 1940s, 1950s. But the fact of the matter is that since we're living in this day and age where it's all about looking good, it's all about having the right, it's all about fitting into the social environment with respect to what the definition of good looking is, what the definition of beautiful is, what is the definition of cute, hot, sexy. And society has formed and framed these definitions that you have to be extremely fit to be accepted into a social environment of fit people, or you have to be extremely, if you got to if you're a woman, you got to put makeup every single day to make sure you fit into that social environment of people who also wear makeup. The point of the matter is that it's all about our perception of ourselves. In other words, self-image. How we perceive the image of ourselves is called self-image. And it's really important for you to understand that you can also alter the self-image. Now, whether you're religious or not, God or the universe, let's say God for this matter, God created human beings as his children. Now tell me one thing. Why would God not have his best interest for his children? God would want his children, us, to have the best lives, to have the best self-image, to be thriving, to be rich, to be successful. Because any father to any child would only want the best for his child. Okay, and just like that, we are children to God. We are the highest creators. After God being a creator, we are the highest creators with respect to how we create our life. And how we create our life depends on how we perceive our image, because how we perceive ourselves will reflect in the actions we take and reflect in everything that we do. Okay, how we go out there and how we pursue our happiness or pursue those goals or those ambitions. It reflects and it depends highly on how we perceive ourselves. Okay, and a lot of people today, in fact, the surge of plastic surgery has increased because people believe that if they can change the shape of their nose, or if they can get some Botox or whatever it is, if they can alter their physical appearance, they will be more socially acceptable. The fact of the matter is, and this is true, that even after plastic surgery, there will always be this sense of this void, the sense of am I enough? And even people, this has been studied in multiple cases, proven by facts, that even after people get plastic surgery to look better, to increase in their appearance, their confidence levels are still more or less the same as they were before the plastic surgery. So it's really important how we perceive and look at ourselves, and that's why daydreaming is really, really, really important. And I'm going to explain to you about daydreaming and how you can daydream in order for you to alter the self-image. So I'm sure you're interested to learn about that. I'm going to give you some more examples of the power of imagination first. Then you will be in a better position to appreciate the power of daydreaming. So to speak about some more examples, there were two groups, and the scientists wanted to test out the impact of imagination with these two groups. So there was one group who was they were learning how to play basketball, and they would spend 20 minutes training every day on the court. Then there was another group, and this group was told to imagine themselves training their basketball shots for 20 minutes. So you had one group that was practicing physically, and there was one group that was only imagining the process of putting themselves in a state of mind where they were practicing playing basketball for 20 minutes every single day. Finally, when there was a competition between the two groups, who do you think won the competition? The ones that were actually physically throwing the shooting the basketball, or the ones that were imagining themselves doing it successfully? Well, the answer is that it was group B, because that is how strong the imagination is. In fact, there are multiple examples of a pianist who would practice his entire performance in his mind first. There was the examples of a golf player, chess players. So there are multiple examples in this book. If you want to get more information about it, you should go check out Psycho-Cybernetics. However, speaking of imagination, I think it's really important that you understand that if you can see it in your mind, you can see it in your hands. If you can visualize and take advantage of this power that you have, each and every human being has the power to imagine anything and everything that your mind allows you to, and there is no cap limit, there is no ceiling. So the fact of the matter is that how you use your imagination to your advantage will depend on how positive your thoughts are with respect to your life. Now, if you could imagine the best life ever, as if you were watching a movie on a screen, how would you want to imagine your life? What are you doing in that perfect life? How are you spending your day in that perfect life? What are you doing? Who are you spending your time with? To put yourself in this state of daydreaming where you are visualizing your perfect life and visualizing who you're spending your time with. What are you doing? What is your career? What is your perfect day? What is the sound that you can hear? What is the fragrance? What is the smell that you can smell? Making sure that you're using your five senses to daydream your perfect life. Obviously, when you're dreaming and you're imagining your perfect life, you're going to think positive. You're not going to put yourself in a negative character in your movie. You're going to be the male or the female lead living the best life with the happy start and a happy ending and everything happy in between. So the power of this daydreaming exercise, which is what I'm going to come to, is that it creates that in your mind first. And when you create this in your mind, there is a strong connection to this becoming a reality in your life. Because if you can see the invisible, you can achieve the impossible. So I would like to highly recommend this exercise for you. Every single day, take out 10-15 minutes, close your eyes and visualize your perfect life, where you are tapping into your all 5 senses to create that feeling of what that perfect life would be. What would you want to be doing? Would you want to be in your job? Visualize what is a perfect day in your job. What is a perfect day in your business? Salespeople have visualized, they've done this daydreaming exercise to put themselves in a state of mind where they are closing big deals, and then when they actually go and meet their clients, it actually happens. So that is the power of the imagination, and that's why I strongly urge you to go out there and daydream. Take 10 to 15 minutes a day and just go and daydream your perfect life, and do this every single day. And I promise you that you will see a change in your life, because your mind doesn't know any different between the real imagination and the reality. It will accept your imagination as the truth, and it will project that in your reality. So I hope this video was extremely valuable to you, and that's why I highly recommend that you go out there and daydreaming. It is a very powerful and strong exercise that you can start from this very minute. So thank you so much for watching this, and if you appreciated this, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and let me know what you thought about this exercise and how you're going to start doing it. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless. Bye bye.